Everyone, welcome back. It's Melanie, your She Shed Scrapper. So today I am back with a 2-page layout using, I believe, the July Hip Kit Club kit. I am gonna, like I said, do a 2-page layout. I wanted that zip strip or that branding strip, and I wanted it cut in half. And so I figured it would be easier to cut it so small while it was still on, connected to the big page, and it was a lot easier. Just gave me kind of more of a sturdy, I guess, base so the paper didn't move all over the place. And then I cut that scrap piece of paper into 4-inch strips, and then cut that kind of marble-ish looking paper into 6-inch. I had gone ahead. It's been actually a warmer winter, so I have been able to go back out in the she shed a little bit, and use my Cricut. That is one thing I don't bring in the winter. I don't know if it's bad for it or not, but it hangs out in the she shed all winter long. And so I went out there and cut a circle out of that palm tree paper, and I just love the look of all these papers together. I am kind of on not a spending freeze, but I'm cutting back big time this year. And so as of right now, it's just been really fun digging into my stash and kind of stash busting. I have another idea for this collection that'll probably be up this coming week as well, because I am kind of behind on making layouts for you guys. So stay tuned for that one. That'll be another 2-page layout. And then I think I'm pretty much done with the papers of this collection. I think I'll have a few embellishments left. But it feels good to use up your products. I don't usually do this. I just keep adding to my stash, and it just actually feels good to use them up. I love this collection too. When I first bought it, I used it quite a few times, and so it's just been fun. I think I went to Florida 4 times last year. Or almost the course of a whole year, like December to December. So I have lots of tropical, fun pictures to scrapbook, and this collection was perfect for that. I think I have done a few beach photos just from here at home as well, but definitely palm trees and the palm fronds. That's definitely more Florida. So I have, used that for that a few times as well. So now that it's kind of pieced together, I used sponge sugar and blended that around the palm tree paper just so it stuck out a little bit more. It would have been white on white, and I wanted it to kind of stick out, and so I just kind of blended it around the edges. And now that I'm looking at it, I think I should have blended more on the first page than the right-hand page, or to even them out, I guess. I am going to use 1 photo on page 1 and then 3 on page 2. I'm trimming them down because I initially didn't want them to, I guess, go all the way across. I wanted the papers behind them to show a little bit more. In the end, I have kind of that teeny tiny orange strip showing on just the edges, but that's okay. It is what it is. It's how it ends up, and I don't know. I always kind of forget the end product, I guess, when I am doing the strips of paper all the way across. I could have gotten away with just the pink paper, but again, it is what it is, and I do really enjoy. I like the way that orange strip is so teeny tiny. So I'm okay with kind of, I guess, wasting that teeny strip on page 2. So I have the title. I think I bought the main collection kit for this kit, and I love the fun by the pool saying, and so that's going to be my title for this layout. This is my sister's pool. She is lucky enough to have one in her backyard, and it is marvelous when you go visit. So we spent lots and lots of time in the pool, lots of fun, lots of laughs, and we are not big drinkers. I actually don't drink at all. I can barely have one drink without getting a headache, so I have just chosen not to drink. But anyways, the middle photo of page 2, I just thought it was so fun. She had bought these like pool pong floaties, and so this was like what we woke up to in the morning was the pool pong floaties by the pool. The Chick-fil-A container had their pop in it for their drinks, and then whatever they had drank and the bottle was sitting by there too, and I just thought it was kind of comical. They drank some, not a lot, but we just had so much fun, and I just thought it was really funny to wake up to that sight, I guess. So I snapped that photo. On page 1, I decided like I needed something else besides the photo, just to fill in a little bit of that space. And so I did go to my scraps from this collection and just found 2 different scraps and layered them behind the photo. Those papers aren't anywhere else on the layout, which is kind of a bummer. But again, I needed to kind of almost make that appear larger and fill in more of that space. So I did decide to back the 2 outside photos on page 2, and that is why, even though I trimmed my photos down, that is why they go pretty much all the way across the across the page. One thing I learned is that Sun Chaser by Heidi Swapp is a good companion collection for this Hip Kit Club kit. So that I actually got this orange out of the project pad and had picked out another kind of pink polka dotted paper to use as another strip across the page. But then once I added that orange, I decided that I didn't need anything extra. And so I didn't end up bringing that in, but I do think that the papers and the embellishments would be perfect for this kit as well. I didn't use the embellishments only because I had enough left in the kit that I didn't need to bring in anything else. We'll see about that layout that I am planning on doing. We'll see if I need to kind of dig into the Sun Chaser collection and get more embellishments. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to need to or not. So in this kit, it had layered stickers, which I thought were great. I loved the little beach umbrella and then the sun. And so I layered a floral under the sun and then another actually puffy floral behind that beach umbrella cluster as well. Added a few waves and then kind of going through what ephemera I have left to see what I could use. Not a lot in the ephemera that I am probably going to use. I do like the frames. There's some some ephemera that have like summer vacation and the palm trees, and not gonna lie, I don't go to Florida in the summer. We did that one June and that heat about killed me. So those ones are iffy on if I'm going to use them or not. We'll see. And we'll see. Maybe in the future I'll go in the summer again. But last year, I went December of 2022, February of 23, May of 23, and then December of 23 again, I think, is what my 4 trips were. I think those were the ones. So kind of all the way around summer, but not actually in summer. So we'll see if I use the summer vacation ephemera bits. Just kind of piecing together using the puffy stickers and what little ephemera. There was a little mason jar with drinks in it, so I added that to the top right and added a circular sticker. I did pop that up on some foam tape, and then I added some puffy sayings to the bottom of my photo on page 1 and added a couple of the layered stickers. There were some hearts that were not really layered, but they popped up. And so I did sprinkle those throughout the clusters as well. And then there were a couple of flowers that were raised. And so I added that to the title. looking at this, I wanted something kind of to break up that kind of marbled paper and the palm tree paper. And so I really had to do some math to figure out if one branding strip, if I could use that 1/2 inch or if I had to cut it in half like I did that orange branding strip. So I measured and measured again and wrote down the measurements just to make sure that I would be okay. And sure enough, it was just enough. So the bottom 2 strips were 2 inches, and then I had 4 3/4 and 3 1/4, I believe, were my other measurements. And it worked out perfectly. So once I get this branding strip kind of looking like it's going behind my photos, that is going to finish it off. I think Hip Kit Club has a few pieces of this kit still available. I know they had a sale maybe last weekend, and some of it was in the sale, so they might be sold out of some of it. I'll just link Hip Kit Club down below, though, if you are interested in seeing whatever they have. I do really love Hip Kit Club. I just don't need a monthly membership. I have so much to use in my stash, but maybe one day, if I make a good dent in my stash, maybe one day I will sign up for the monthly kit. So that is going to finish it off. I hope you guys enjoyed this layout, and we will see you next time. Bye, guys.